They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. 2-1 loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On second down, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
18.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this unit.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They go play action. Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And running with power here. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And here now is Spin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Finding room inside the 40, and it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now the rookie first-rounder from San Diego State, it's Rashad Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And that'll set him back 5. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a great return as he's out close to the 40-yard line. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hurry, hurry.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Come on, come on. Lock in, lock in.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. out of the gun. Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dez Bryant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears will extend their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That good for 22 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Leaves it for Penny. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Wilson. That is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the ball is knocked down, and this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Lock in, lock in.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 4th down. Here's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ed Dixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Out to kick is Janikowski. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
18.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Check 50.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half, it's Trubisky. Going deep here for Bryant. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Pushing through the contact. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Wilson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And Dixon has it. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. First carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jonathan Bullard in there to sack him for a loss of 6. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
14. Right, 380. Front left. Zebra.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Now Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a third down. Here's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now Zaire Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. The gain of 39 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
This will be caught just inside the 10. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Here's Trubisky to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. This complete to Lockett. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
14. 19.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now here's Michael Dixon on for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Come on, come on.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Shifts by him. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now Trubisky to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Wilson operating from the gun. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Hey, 4 down. Sit up. 180.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run, electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Let's
The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
You got him. You got him. Tight left, tight left. Up, 180. Red, up.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
4 down, 4 down. Up, 180. Red, up.
Now it's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Booker team. Switch. Hey, over here.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Back to throw. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Let's go get it, baby. Let's go out. 19.
Back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. He's back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 50, check 50. 14.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Again, it's Howard. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward this season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.